Any idea it was going to be this kind of shootout?
I kind of thought it would be. Not a shootout, no, but a close one. I mean, you look at the history of it. 2019, we won, snuck out and won a homecoming game by, I think, 7. 2000, just last year, they played us tough in the third quarter. It was a 7-point game at one point. But I thought we was going to have enough cushion. Then we started shooting ourselves, in the end, but we started shooting ourselves in the foot. And it was some poor play at times, not real happy with how we played, but, finishing off with a win is always good.
But the high scoring didn't really surprise you then?
Well, it did. Not for us. I believe we wanted to score every time we touch the football,
Sure.
So that's what's expected. But we got to shoot some things up on defense. We just undisciplined at times, bad eyes and poor tackle, and then we gave them a short field with a turnover, and, the expectations, they're going to take a shot, and they took a shot and got it, and safety out of position. But, those you'd rather learn from while winning than you do losing.
Do you realize what kind of game Kayvon Britton just turned in for you?
I don't. I know he had a good night.
237 yards. That's second best in program history.
Oh, is it? Okay, well, it's good. That's what's expected of him, every time. So we roll with him, roll till the wheels fall off and off of him. But we had some other guys that could spell him, but he played more because he practiced better this week. He practiced better than everybody else.
You rolled in number 14 at quarterback, making some at quarterback in the second half. What was your philosophy behind that?
Well, Skyler got hurt. He took a shot with his helmet. Face mask hit him in his face, so he had to come out. But it was good to get Jalen in there. You want to get him in there in some live action. Jalen's a talent. He's a talent, but he's still a freshman, redshirt freshman. And then we was going to leave him in there because I thought he caught a rhythm. But then he started looking like a freshman. He got a little, butterflies, in that tight situation there. So I can understand that.
How impressed were you by Skyler? How impressed were you by your quarterback?
He played well, but I want him playing a flawless game. As a fifth-year senior, he needs to be playing a flawless game, especially late in the game. He had the 2 turnovers. That's unacceptable. From him, because he's had a lot of snaps for us. And, for him, he needs to be playing a flawless game.
How impressed were you by their quarterback?
He played against us last year, so he didn't have any fear. He didn't have any fear, and he played well. And so anytime you got a guy that can beat you with his legs, and he did just enough where he could penetrate our defense with our legs. We got type of guys that can hurt you, and that's what we're gonna face pretty much every week.
What did you fix in the secondary? Once they had that 70-yard touchdown pass against you in the first quarter.
Well, we started getting a little bit more pressure on the quarterback, getting home. I say our up front guys started playing getting a little bit more pressure on it. It's amazing how when guys really are focused, how well they can play. And I think we lost some focus at times, early on. But we got some things that'll get shored up here this week.
Your wideouts, Lloyd and Prince, were big for you. Lloyd, kickoff return in the second half. Prince, a converted defensive back, got 2 touchdown catches for you. Yeah,
well, them guys can play. Tonight was the test, one of the tests for them. See how they played well under the lights. Prince has been playing extremely well he played extremely well during training camp. And then we've had to get on Lloyd at times because he's probably one of the fastest guys on the team, about playing fast all the time. And you see how fast he is when he took one to the house there. But that's what we got him out of junior college, and he was a speedster, and that's what we got him here to do.
Coach, how key were those 61 and 60-yard punts late in the game by
big
Sanchez?
Big time. That's what's expected. He got a big leg, and he's able to flip the field, So as long as he stays consistent, we got a chance.
Flipping a field in a shutout is particularly big, or a shootout is really a big thing.
Yeah. This study showed the further you start your drives away from the end zone, the tougher it is to score. So the percentage of your scoring drives go way down. So and these guys, they really understand that.
Going back to the sticking with the special teams, your kicker, he was 2 for 3. When exactly did he win that job? You said it was kind of going to go all through the week. Did he win it Friday? Or
he won it on Wednesday.
He won it on Wednesday, okay.
He won it on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We made the decision on Wednesday to go with him. He got to do some things better. He struggled with some kickoffs late in the game, and I think he's usually good from 50 yards, and that's good for us, but he missed that chipper. I thought it was a chip shot there. He don't realize I coach the kickers. I yell at him. I get on him about it. We want, if he put him out there to kick the ball, we want him to make it every single time.
went well for you out there?
Trusting my block, honestly. Been watching film all week, and when game time comes, just execution.
Yeah, gotcha. Man, you know what, I mean, in the first half, kind of what were you thinking? Because in the first half, you already had 2 touchdown runs, you know, just, and you guys were up. It was back and forth at the time, though. How much more did you think you needed to do in the second half?
Well, we came out, we've been here since June, so we came out juiced up, you know, so second half, I mean, they kind of fought back and stuff, but we just maintained our composure and just got the job done.
Gotcha. Skylar, how are you feeling? I know you were out due to an injury at one point.
I'm okay. I'm okay for the most part. You know what I'm saying? This is part of the game. Big up to my old line, TMC, and K1, man. Like I said, these guys, the team one I did back tonight. Yeah, since June, grinding. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't best win, but nobody complained about winning, for sure.
Right. I mean, you got 222 passing yards, went 16 for 27, but he also had 2 key fumbles, and you know, Coach Gamble was like, man, you got to clean that up. I mean, being a 50th senior, is that something you kind of, although with the win, is that something that's going to stick in the back of your mind for that next week coming up?
I mean, no, you got to let the things go, man. It come with the game. You know what I'm saying? It come and go. You got a next play mentality, and that's what he preached to me. So, you know what I'm saying? Even though he, you know what I'm saying, he on me heavy, like you said, 5th year. You know what I'm saying? So things like that can't happen. You know what I'm saying? Critical turnovers and crucial moments. You know what I'm saying? Just come with the game.
You know what, Prince, he's been working out at the wide receiver position since the spring. He's come over from the secondary. I mean, he made a big difference for you. 5 yards, 86 yards, 5 catches, 86 yards. How crucial of a target was he for you?
I mean, he was big, you know what I'm saying? Small guy, you know what I'm saying? He know he has to get open and win early, you know what I'm saying? That's when he understands the game. He understands what he has to do in his role in offense.
When a guy has a big rushing game like he does, how much pressure does that take off you?
I mean, a lot, you know what I'm saying? If things are going for him, that's shown tonight, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna keep that ball rolling.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Tell me about the 85-yard kickoff return you had, Maurice.
I called it before halftime. I said I was going to take it to the crib, let everybody know. I came out, the blocks were set up perfectly. Game planned it all week. I knew what hole I had to hit. I hit it.
Have you ever returned one like that for a touchdown in college?
Multiple times.
Multiple times. So how good did it feel to do that right here?
It feels good to do it at a D1 level. I came from a JUCO, so this is my first game at the Division I level. It feels great to get in the end zone.
Yeah. Man, you know what? Just talk to me about playing with this receiving crew. I mean, we saw the great game that Prince had again. He came over, you know, from secondary, and Cochran and even Britton had 4 catches out of the backfield, 60 yards. Man, just I mean, how crucial is that to be that deep in the wide receiver slot?
Yeah, this group is unbelievable, man. We deep. We have a lot of depth. You can play pretty much anybody. Anybody can get in rotation and perform. So being that deep at receiver, it just makes everybody's job easier.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, guys. That's pretty much all I have. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Now, look, you're a young fella, but you were, you know, putting pressure up there early, man. You got yourself a sack. But, I mean, that's a good quarterback right there that Lane College has. How were you all able to put some pressure on him in crucial situations?
Coach Sims, he called a good couple pressures, and then our DBs holding him up for us, and then just got to handle our part and get back there.
You know, take me back to this goal line stand you all made. I think it was in, I have to go back and look at it, but I think it was in the 3rd quarter. You know, they had gotten within the 5, and you all stopped number 24 on 4 straight runs there. Just, did that seem to give you guys more confidence?
Yes, sir. Great call, and then a lot of pressure coming. Give us a little bit more minute.
I mean, being a true freshman, what did you have to prove to be able to step in moments like this?
The O-line pretty much just worked me all summer, and I just pretty much work hard. And then my coach did me right a lot.
Yeah, gotcha. And now you came from where?
Princeton High School, Cincinnati, Ohio.
In Cincinnati, Ohio. So, I mean, you're part of the Ohio pipeline that Coach Gamble has built, man. I mean, how did you sell your UAPB, and then how did you know that you were going to be able to contribute as early as you did?
I came on a visit. It was pretty nice. I liked it up here. And then the D-line coach, we just pretty much locked in. And went from there.
Yeah. You know, let me go back to something you said about the offensive line, because, I mean, you know, there's some dudes on there. We know about Mark Evans. We know about Noah. And I mean, just what is it about that moving crew that makes you better?
I go against them a lot in practice, and they just get me better with a lot of how they block and stuff, and my moves. I
with stuff like how the linemen gonna move off certain stuff. They play a good part in it.
This was a 48-42 ball game. Did you have any idea that the speed of the game was going to be like this?
No, sir. This is my first ever college game.
Yeah. And say your name one more time for me.
Nas Luke.
Anas Lukman. Okay. All right. Thanks very much, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, fellas, break that.